Let's go.
It's already pressed.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Come on. We have to get back into it, and it's going to be.
Yeah.
Come on.
Just checking.
Yeah. Oh shit! I'm gonna. Well, I have to put it on manual.
But David, we actually pushed it a little bit even further because it looks better. Jack, look at the table now. It looks better.
Wide shot. Yeah. It looks good. It looks like but there's a lot more space on the top of your head. Should it be lower? Like
Wait, don't touch it now. No, it shouldn't.
Maybe, David, you need to sit up, not like this and expose your belly, but like just sit up.
it's good. Like, do you want to just go ahead and
yeah,
do
well,
it,
I think we're just going to have to go ahead at this point.
Yeah,
come on, let's go.
sit
Come
like
on,
this.
let's go.
Is he recording manual? You were supposed to.
It's recording on audio now. We're recording.
How does the video look, Daniel?
Yeah, looks good. Looks good.
Are we in focus?
Yeah.
Okay, let's just fucking do it, boys. We we're just learning as we go again. Are we ready?
Are we relearning?
Oh, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to And That's Why We're Not Together, starring David McSavage and Hannah Andrews.
And my two princes, Jack and Daniel. Okay, like I have to apologize to video watchers, listeners, YouTube followers that I haven't put up any And That's Why We're Not Together since I was in London. And Hannah berated me and gave out to me, and she was very angry with me, and rightfully so, because her point is, with these kind of things, this venture that we're embarking on, you have to be consistent. You have to load up. People have to know that an episode is going to be on Tuesday, every Tuesday. So I fucked up, and in a way, it almost wipes the slate clean for the work we did previous to that. I apologize to Jack. I apologize to Daniel. Apologize to Hannah. I did buy an e-bike, and I kind of was really into that, and that kind of took a lot of my attention away because I was also buying accessories for it, like pedals with lights in it.
So, can I just ask you? So you,
and
for 4 weeks, you were just buying accessories and doing nothing else.
No, I was also doing loads and loads of gigs, paying for the electric bike which I bought, which was £4,500 instead of saving up for a mortgage.
The gigs are in the evening, as far as I
know. And also Hannah lied to me recently. The last podcast I did, she kept on interrupting me, and I thought, what the fuck is wrong with Hannah? And it turned out she'd been microdosing. So do you want to talk about that?
Well, I was just trying it out, and I was thinking that if I take a little bit of mushroom, like 200 milligrams, it would just lift the spirit. And it did. It
Jack,
just made me so relaxed.
Jack, when I'm saying that, are you surprised that Hannah has done that?
No.
Did you know that Hannah did stuff like that?
No comment.
Okay.
But that's just like a very ordinary thing right now. Like everybody knows about magic.
Did you know that Pat Kenny microdoses before his show?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Hello, everyone.
Really
it's
shocked.
Pat Kenny. My hands are turning into fishies.
Look at when you're microdosing, you're not having any psychedelic experience.
Oh, well, you don't start seeing things.
No.
But I'm almost seeing things anyway. So, everything. So I would be deadly afraid of.
Oh, you don't need it.
I know I don't need it.
Absolutely, you don't need it.
I know I don't.
There are certain people. It's not for everyone.
Yeah, but it's not. You see, this is the problem with all of this stuff. It's not for everyone, and they see people like you with who can take stuff, and then I can take it. No, you can't. Loads of people can't do it. Their chemistry is not compatible with drugs, and they go ahead and do it, So.
Yeah, and then they.
And I'm talking to my two sons now. I'm talking to my two sons, but they're not listening to me. The little Scot. That's what we used to call. When you get angry with kids.
No scallywagon.
No, adults could get so incandescently angry with kids back in the 70s. Me little Scott! And they'd whack kids. You just whack the fucking legs off them.
I know, but like I was hit only.
In fact, there was an actual, you know the way they have cafes where you can pet cats? They had a cafe where you could hit children. So working class mothers would make money from allowing their children to be hit by just people who had
but
pent up
strangers.
anger and energy. Yeah, it was in Blackrock in the 73. You could just walk in. I'll pick that. Come over here, you little scut! You could just hit children. It's new stand-up that I probably will never try again.
I think.
When were you hit, Hannah? You were going to say?
I was just sad that I wasn't beaten up or anything, but I think I was hit twice or 3 times as a child. And I remember it wasn't even the pain, but humiliation of being hit and not understanding why. And there wasn't any reason. And obviously my mother got angry because something happened. But for me, there wasn't enough reason why I was hit. And that really stuck in me, that this is like, someone who's bigger, stronger, and taking on a small little child.
What, and that you were thinking that when your mother hit you?
Yes.
Really?
Well, now
I was so afraid of, when I had to walk past my father, to get to my room or something, and I knew, I just hated it. I was so scared. But then, in turn, I was very violent to my younger brother, Barry. I really terrorized him.
But isn't it like anger or violence produces violence? So if someone is, showing a kid violence, the kid is more likely to be violent.
Yeah, definitely. So anyway, that was quite surprising because I was wondering, God, Hannah's really, she won't let me finish any thought or anything. She kept on interjecting. And I'm like, what is going on? And it turned out...
Do you think if you took magic mushrooms that you would just be the opposite and stop interjecting and interrupting people?
No, it's too much. The doors of perception are already sort of creaking open with me anyway, and so the idea that they'd be fully open, I'd just be like, it'd be too much. It would be like, with people who have psychosis or on the spectrum, they have to go to what do they call them? Environments, low impact environments, there's a word for it, where it's low stimulus environments. So it's too stimulating for me, all that magic mushroom stuff.
Oh yeah, on your senses.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because I'm amazed by certain things. Like, for instance, I took the fucking ferry from Holyhead to Dublin, right? And there was a guy eating. He had a plate. He had it on his lap, and he had a fork and knife. And this motherfucker was clanking like a... He might as well have had a fucking sledgehammer. And he was just going... Fuck. He was clink, clank, clink, clank. I mean, he was going on for hours. I'm like, how long are you going to clank, you fucker? You had a beard. You know, these hippies clanking away. It's funny. I was just, I'm just saying. I
thought you would be watching for whales, dolphins, other animals through the window. Not be distracted.
Jack, come on, get with some, get some sound effects here. Do Gilbert Gottfried's laugh after Hannah's joke.
It's a big delay.
But those Delph clankers, people with that. Fuck off, noisy bastard. Oh yeah, another thing. Me and Hannah used to live in a place called Hamletsgade in Copenhagen, in Denmark. And look, she's on the booze, and she'll fair play to her.
No, I just thought that this time I just try wine just to chill me out because I was working all day.
I'm an alcoholic. Do you know that? Do you know? Anyway, so we lived in Hamletsgade, and Daniel was just a tiny little thing, and our neighbours upstairs, they were always making loads of noise and boom, 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 boom. Do you remember this?
I don't.
Okay, let me explain.
But you were obsessed with sound.
Anyway, so they really thud.
It didn't bother me.
Fucking wrecked me head. So then I did a little cartoon of an open plan apartment building, and above us, did somebody just fart? Was that you, Jack? Huh? Did Jack just fart, Hannah?
No, that was Hannah.
No, there was a noise, but was it a fart?
Was it not you? I thought it was going to
God, Daniel, Jack. Was it Jack? Was it?
It was Jack.
Jesus Christ, just sitting there and just letting one rip. And this, what a pig.
Jack is.
I don't, yeah, but you did it before. Anyway, listen.
I did not.
Okay, so thud, and then I did a cartoon of an open plan apartment, and so it just had a picture of me and you in the room, and then above us, I did a picture of them being elephants.
Mm-hmm.
Elephants,
I remember
right?
that.
So
yeah.
I put it in under the door so that they get the message to stop being so fucking loud. And guess what happened, right? These two people came downstairs, or maybe one person, and I opened the door, and she was going. You know, so basically, they were deaf. Sorry, I shouldn't do that. I can't. So they did this to get the attention of one another, to the vibration of the floorboards.
Yeah,
so
and
they,
maybe also they were not aware that they're making so much noise.
of course they're fucking not, because they're deaf. You daft goose.
Obviously. And also...
But anyway, as soon as I found out that they were deaf...
Stop bothering you.
Of course, because it made sense, and I totally understood, and I had huge amounts of empathy because of their lack of hearing, Hannah.
And
Do you think
did
that
you
they
become
probably-
friends forever?
And you know, they probably couldn't hear the noise that they were making.
Really? Really?
Do you know being deaf is terrible because you can't hear anything?
Yeah, you can't hear anything, Hannah.
Oh my God, no way.
Jesus Christ, guys. Can you imagine if Hannah did start, you know... Can deaf people... Okay. Anyway, so there we go. Oh, yes, and some news. Jack told me about Ruby. What happened, Jack?
I was sleeping peacefully, and the next thing I noticed, I just hear... I just hear Ruby scream, and it was the scariest thing I'd ever heard in my life, to be honest. I've never been that scared in my life. I had to run into Daniel into the other room and ask for help because I thought Ruby was gonna kill me. She was staring at me quite aggressively, and then I looked it up. Why do cats scream? And it described it as one of the most terrifying things a human can hear.
What are you talking about, Jack?
And I would agree. Yeah, it is. It's like a horror movie.
No, I think
And
what
listen, Daniel, what did you hear? The sound?
Yeah, I heard the sound. Yeah, but I don't know. I knew it was Ruby, so I just sort of.
But it was right beside my
ear. It was
ear.
in the same room as.
It was right beside my ear.
How did you help Jack?
No, listen. Okay.
Well, how was I meant to help? It's like it was Ruby that made the noise. You should have checked on Ruby, like, to make sure she was okay.
Well, I thought it was like The Omen. You know, you ever watch The Omen? The like little kid.
Oh yeah, I'll tell you something. When I saw that fucking film with the devil, with the girl going up the fucking stairs backwards, and your mother sucks cocks in hell, and all that sort of stuff. What was that? That wasn't The Omen. That was The Exorcist.
That was The Exorcist.
The Exorcist.
The last.
I couldn't
of
go
The
to sleep. I
Exorcist.
couldn't go to sleep with the lights off forever.
So you don't turn.
I'm just
Off
saying, you know,
lights?
just because of that fucking film. And I'll tell
But you know, things that aren't meant to be terrifying are the most terrifying things. The
Oh, yeah,
scariest
that's why
things.
the-
It's like Mike Tyson. He talks with a lisp and he kind of got this childish voice, but that makes him scarier
yeah.
because
Well,
you know if he was talking like this, but he talks like that.
Yeah,
and
it's
he's
very
like,
unsettling. Yeah.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of you, man.
and he's got a pet tiger.
Yeah,
Christ, he had
did.
a pet tiger
did.
in the
He
trousers.
has.
Yeah, he had one
He
though.
did.
Yeah.
He still has.
No.
No?
Anyway, what was I going to say? Well, can I just say first of all, Ruby was up in Jack's room and looking out the window, and she's very territorial, so she must have seen another cat. So Jack was in the middle of he's fast asleep, and Ruby's just going to the other cat.
No, she didn't do it to another cat.
What do you mean she didn't do it to another cat?
I think
God. Why didn't she do it to another cat?
because like she was inside the
She
house.
can look through the fucking window, Hannah, at the cat on the roof.
But apparently she was she was on the chair next to Jack. Was she?
Jack was fast asleep. He didn't know where Ruby was. Did you, Jack?
I thought it was going to be a cat screaming.
Where is it? Have you got the cat sound?
Well, I got it here.
I want everybody to meet Burger and Fries.
Okay, Jackie. Jack, you had a better sound effect. God damn it, Jack.
Okay, just give me a minute.
No, don't worry about it, Jack. We know what a cat screaming is.
No, I don't know. I've never heard cat screaming.
No, he had a better sound earlier on. Okay, folks, I was also in Tuam yesterday. Has anybody been to Tuam, by the way?
Don't remember.
No.
Daniel, Jack, have you been to Tuam?
No.
Jack,
Maybe
can you
passing.
stop looking for that cat sound?
No.
Okay. Anyway, listen. Tuam is actually, it exists, but is it a kind of place? Let's go to Tuam. When's the last time that sentence has been? Is it a popular tourist destination? No. When you think of Tuam, you think of mother and
Those
baby
babies.
homes. Yeah, pretty heavy place, but it's kind of. It's sort of like a place where time has stood. Oh, here we go. Go on, play it.
That's like child screaming. I heard it over 2 years.
Yeah, but anyway, at night,
Yeah. So a cat doesn't do that unless it sees another fucking cat.
Is it true? Check it.
Well,
Of
no.
course it
no,
is.
No.
A cat doesn't make that sound, Jack. He doesn't sit going. "Wow." And Ruby's never done that. Ruby makes
well,
these.
she has a thing against
Ruby
me.
makes these fucking noises. She goes like this, and that sounds like it's aggressive, but it's not. She's just.
I've seen how she looks at other people, and then I see how she looks at me. She's got something against me.
And I remember
Really?
Daniel.
Yeah, she looks at me with murderous intent.
Okay, Jack.
I
can't believe it's nearly 10 o'clock. Folks, Daniel was here at 6:30. This is how long
That's
we've
good.
Listen
At
to
least
this.
He's working.
And most importantly, cat screaming can scare the crap out of humans and other cats alike, which is often, but not always, exactly what the screaming cat intended. So I think Ruby wanted to scare me.
Well, of course, cats are trying to fend off potential enemies, and that's why they have these defense mechanisms. So it goes, "Meow." But it's like Ireland trying to ward off potential enemies.
With what? With leprechauns.
Leprechauns.
What do you say?
Leprechauns. All we can do is go, fuck
Why
off.
are you laughing?
No, yeah.
Here, wait. Say leprechauns again.
Leprechauns.
No, it's not pronounced like that.
Leprechauns.
Anyway, so excuse me. The cat has a few sounds. It goes, which is kind of hello or look at me. Or, she's quite demure. She's a female cat. She's not as slovenly and dopey as male cats. They're just kind of, food. She's just more like, right? And then she goes like this, meow, right? Which is either give me food, right? Open the fucking door, or pay attention to me. And then there's another sound she makes when she is walking by you or doing something. She goes, she just goes like that, which is kind of like
Sexy?
no, it's just kind of like I'm fucking, just bollocks or something. I don't know. It's just kind of like, I don't know.
She's
it's-
feeling a little blue.
No, it sounds like she's just I'm
Being
doing what I'm
melancholic.
doing. Fucking leave me alone. Be there for me when I want you, but otherwise just fuck off. So it's that kind of thing. But I do seek the nature of cats. I like them. I wish I could apply my relationship with Ruby to relationship with a woman, but it's too late. I'm too old.
Where do you find that woman?
Well, I don't think there's a woman there for me now. I'm just going to have to be like an old cowboy, riding the range, just looking at the old sheep and the trees and just enjoying what nature has. And just thinking back to my conquests all those years ago. Unless some damaged young bird wanders into my field of vision, and like an old cat, I just open the mouth and chomp away. Okay. Jesus.
No, it's a metaphor. We obviously you're not you're a healthy individual in that regard.
I can't see a goddamn thing. Okay, boys. So, yeah, Ruby the cat was not being aggressive with Jack. And Jack is being facetious if he thinks that Ruby has murderous intent towards him.
Or maybe she does towards him.
Well, I definitely think, though, if cats were bigger, they'd know that they were bigger, and they'd be more. Like, if you ever see a tiger, they're just tigers, man. They're just like, and the rumbling, you know, like, I mean, they're letting you know you're fucked. You are really in trouble. And those, do you ever see like Ruby? You try to lift Ruby, and her tiny little claws. A fucking a tiger.
You wouldn't lift a tiger.
Tiger just goes. Do you ever see the way they fight? Like they just, it's really quick. They're like skinny sumo wrestlers. Okay. We should go to a sumo wrestling match.
Yeah, I would like to actually.
Anyway, so I was in Tuam, right? The land the time forgot. And it was just kind of funny, you know, arriving to the theatre, the mall theatre, and on the signage, a lot of the letters were missing. So it was the mall, and then the T was missing, and then the A. So it was just the mall hate, you know. And then, you know, the front door of the venue, you know, you normally have kind of colour posters, and they look professional. There was just like a photocopied A4 thing with sellotape. And it's just like, you know, but in a way though, you know, that's Tuam, you know, but actually it was a really good gig though. No, it was a really good gig, and there was a woman there at the gig called Anne Marie, and she was heckling me all the way through, and she was very funny. Would I go there again? Yes, I would, Hannah.
Okay. Anne Marie is your best friend. I think she needs to come the next time as well.
Also, Bruce Springsteen is performing in. Bruce Springsteen actually is performing in Dublin tonight, and I was
For
going on
3 nights.
Whatever the fuck.
3 sold out gigs.
Why are you saying it to me? Oh yeah, because I'm not as successful as Bruce Springsteen.
No, I'm just saying that he's.
Well,
very
if I talk
popular.
like this and convince people. Well, actually,
You know how old is he? He's 70.
Yeah.
And he is ripped.
Okay.
He looks amazing. I think we should all strive to look like that when we're 70.
You want to look like Bruce Springsteen, Hannah, do you?
Well, like a female Bruce Springsteen.
Oh, be careful of that microphone, Daniel, when it like because it's banging.
Well, is it bad for the microphone?
No, but it sounds like clunk clunk,
Oh, okay.
and yeah, and I.
We just have to put some.
No,
sponge.
he normally doesn't do it.
Okay.
Yeah, just be careful when you're putting down the fucking microphone.
Okay.
And talk into the bloody thing.
I don't need to have it like this because there's a reverb.
Okay.
If I put like this, it's better. There's no. Can you hear me?
Um,
Yeah. So it's okay.
Okay, Bruce Springsteen, right?
I
now,
actually like him.
okay, you can like him, and we can peacefully coexist. There's a
course.
fly buzzing around here, which is annoying me. Okay, listen, Bruce Springsteen. There are certain people, like you know, I know he's a good singer, he's a good musician. Bruce Springsteen is quite affected for me, because he kind of the way I see him, he portrays himself as a guy who worked in a gas station with an oil rag hanging out of his back pocket, and somehow he made it through Vietnam or whatever. And it's like, he's got that voice. It's like, why don't you just say what you got to say without singing like that?
But isn't he born with that voice?
Well, listen, I find it too much.
Okay.
I mean, I just can't take it. It doesn't do it for me. So in other words, what would be just like, you know, I had a cup of tea. I had a cup of tea. And it's like, well,
think
you
it's
know, yeah, no,
exciting.
but he just had a fucking cup of tea.
Uh-huh. And I think what I heard, that he's a really good performer because he comes like, he does the warm up to his own gigs. So he actually plays the warm up and then he plays his own gig as well.
Well, that's just stupid.
I don't know. He just gives people everything he can.
We don't want everything. It's too much. Just give us so we want more.
Listen,
You know what I mean?
He's
Like-
an all-American, okay? You have some respect.
Okay, and listen,
Yeah.
here's the other
Isn't
thing.
he Canadian though?
Oh, for fuck's sake. Yeah, he's Canadian. He's Canadian French. You know, je suis né dans le USA. J'avais une six string. Oh no, that's it. Listen, here's the thing. What were we talking about? Bruce Springsteen. Can't remember.
Is there too much pain in his singing? Is that why?
Yeah, I can't remember. I was going to say, what were you saying?
But
I was saying something before you said he was born in
that
Canada.
he doesn't do it for you because.
Oh no, that's right. Look, you know, I have when I'm doing my tour, I'm not comparing myself to Bruce Springsteen. I'm better than him. Here's the thing. I have somebody to do the warm up. It's better to leave the audience wanting more than the audience going, would this fucking guy ever get off stage?
Wait, so he doesn't have a warm-up act at all?
He didn't. I'm not sure this time, but what I heard before that he came on stage like an hour before, and he
Like,
was
it's the
just
same-
playing
it's the same-
guitar
it's-
and
So you're getting
singing.
2 main courses.
Yeah, no, he'd be like a starter. He warms himself up.
But that's ridiculous. That's like you know.
It's like getting a mini steak and then getting a big steak.
No, it's like, you know what it's like? It's like, you know, because when I was going out with my girlfriend, you know, I'd get another guy to go in there and get her all excited and warm her up.
Oh, stop
And
it,
then at the
David,
end,
don't.
I'd go in. You know what I mean? What am I going to spend hours fucking fiddling around with her? Are you joking? Are you fucking mad? Are you an Irishman?
You know how many albums Bruce Springsteen released?
Oh, you know.
Just guess.
I went down to the river to go fishing, and the boat floated there. And
Guess how many.
and the kind of people, like I was slagging off Bruce Springsteen, but so I'll read you some of the messages. People were highly pissed off about saying anything negative about Bruce Springsteen. So there's a couple of comments here. He's actually one of the best songwriters and performers of all time, but definitely a room splitter. So people have there's genuine music fans and musicians tend to like him. So he's suggesting, well, he's saying that I am not a music fan, or I don't,
you're not genuine.
or I don't appreciate music.
Oh, you're not genuine.
I think passive music listeners just get the bang of Americana off them. That's true, actually. I get the bang of Americana off that fella, and I don't like it. But if you go deeper, he's class. His craft is so developed, and music is so authentic that he's one of those artists that if you don't like his music, then you probably just don't really like music. Huh. Fuck you. As gas as the voice thing you did was, his singing is actually 100% genuine and authentic. Don't know about that.
I think we have to just go to his concert, David.
Absolutely not.
I think that guy who texted you, whoever it is, very well articulated point. And
Yeah, it is
if I was
Yeah.
going to say who won that debate, David or you, I think you won.
I love his. So I'm just trying to get some more messages here. This from a man who wears scarves as if they were an art form. I'm not a huge Springsteen fan, but being gifted with front row center stage passes for both of his Kilkenny Wrecking Ball Weekender shows in 2013. Wrecking Ball? I
Ball?
thought that was Miley Cyrus.
Yeah. I don't know.
I'm on
Check
it.
it out.
Wrecking Ball Weekender shows in 2013 actually helped me to see my way through a recession that threatened to take my home and everything in it. This was church, and church is for those who believe. Those nights made me a believer of me, not in Bruce, but in the healing power of great rock and roll, and more importantly, in myself and my paintings. I won't go to see him play again because nothing could replicate that feeling. Come on, take your best shot. Let me see what you've got. Bring on your wrecking ball. Well, that's, Oh, look. Some guy goes, would you fuck up your bollocks? So Irish. But, it's easy to say, fuck up your bollocks. But to this guy, he was in the right place at the right time. He was. I mean, I remember one time, I'd been drinking all day and all night and then into the next day. And I was watching Sinead O'Connor. And she looked amazing. It was in Kerry, some gig in Kerry or something. And maybe this is 10 or 15 years ago. And she was wearing all this black leather stuff, and she had this tattoo on the bald head. And obviously I was quite drunk, but she fucking blew me away. And I was like, she started singing. And I guess if you're open enough, and the way drinking, if you drink, you kind of drink into this state where you're just quite raw and open. And she
has amazing voice.
But her voice sort of circumvents and goes straight to that part of your fucking being. And I was kind of crying, listening to her. And then I was talking to somebody, I don't know, whoever was beside me, and I said, this is amazing. And she was kind of looking at me, but it was amazing.
No, I think she's an
So I fell in love
singer.
momentarily with Sinead O'Connor.
And she is beautiful.
She is.
She was. I don't know how she looks now, but she was incredibly
God, that's a
beautiful.
terrible thing to say. Yes, time has not been kind.
Time is not kind to anyone. Aging is not pretty.
Time just rolls over.
So it's not like she's still, good-looking woman, but.
But it is funny,
very, very
Tuam,
pretty.
I'd say you could, people are wanting to buy houses and everything in Dublin. You should buy a house in Tuam. Probably get it you could probably get a 5-bedroom house for £20.
Oh, free.
Yes. And Hannah, you finally broke up with your boyfriend.
Yes, I did. Yes,
What did you say, Jack? Daniel? What did you say, Daniel? Oh God!
Yeah, it's taking too long.
Go on, Jack. Go on, Jack. No, Jack is just tired because he was working hard last night. Okay, say it again. You broke up with your boyfriend.
I did. Oh.
You should do the crying. Anyway, sorry. And how was that? How long?
It's good news, no?
Yes. How long ago was that?
Yeah, because something new and exciting is coming towards me. Hopefully.
Yeah, and he was possessive, it's ridiculous.
And
A grown man. I think your man watched Andrew Tate or something and I think he got a bit bold,
Oh, yeah. Is Andrew Tate possessive?
No, but I think, I don't know, but you know the way certain blokes are.
Like Andrew Tate wouldn't let his woman do a podcast with another guy or something.
Yeah, I don't know, but the way some people hear what people say on the internet and then they kind of apply it to their lives without really knowing who the person they're listening.
Yeah. Yes.
And they live in a completely different context than the person listening. Like someone from Ireland listening to what someone in like America has to say. It's a different culture, it's a different life. Like, you have to kind of take advice from your own kind of cultural area, your own environment,
Oh, yeah. It's the same like people in the West just apply Buddhist, mentality of trying, not being attached to any possessions, and it
Western
never
body, Eastern mind, or something.
Yeah.
Western body, Eastern mind.
No, but the fellow was he was saying like you can't. What was he saying? Some shit like, you can't do the podcast. Like he was interfering in family things, and that's bullshit.
I know.
And it's overstepping the mark.
Oh my God!
And
yes.
if this was medieval times,
he'd be slaughtered.
we would be on horseback with swords, and his head would
No,
be on the spike of McSavage Manor.
Well,
And we would catapult his dead body
Okay.
into his family home.
Oh my God!
And they would know from that point on, you don't mess with the Andrews family.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Can we just say that
Thank you very much. Thank
My
you.
son Jack is using exaggeration to make a point.
No, I'm not.
Oh my God.
I'm not using exaggeration.
Well, we say Max Savage family,
Well,
and I think Jack is genuine Jack McSavage.
Well, can I just also say that Jack is right in the sense of that, in the sense that your mate did overstep the mark when he was, because what we're doing here, for me, well, we're trying to make this podcast and we're trying to broadcast it or publish it consistently every Tuesday, right? And he was making requests to you to take down this bit or take down that bit. So he was asking you to censor us, and that's affecting not only me but my Jack and my Daniel, and then or whatever. He's just fucking with that very sacred thing that we have, that every family has, and that's a big fucking bad thing to do, man. Not good, not cool.
I just like what you said, that we were made from different cloth.
Yeah.
So like we were not probably
in the same way. I'm
compatible.
sure if I was
He's cut from the twat cloth. That's what he's cut.
No,
from.
but I mean, he wouldn't. If I told you to say to him something about whatever, something, But again, I think also I forget, or as a comedian, and other comedians might forget that what we do isn't normal. Like the level of honesty that we try to achieve as performers, or certainly even in this podcast, hopefully we're going to get better and better at it. But for a lot of people, they don't want to talk like this. Well, they will to their friends, but certainly not publicly. And it's very shocking when people hear themselves mentioned publicly.
And maybe people are not accustomed to the fact that when you talk about a lot of things, the reality is just the starting point, and that.
Oh yeah.
And that you make it more generalized, and it's not necessary the person itself, and it's just like prompts a lot of more general statement.
Yes. Oh yeah. Sorry. I'm sorry, folks. I'm just kind of distracted because I'm searching for topics. But anyway, it's funny. So me and Eddie.
So you're not prepared.
Me and Eddie Malarkey. Yeah. Why don't you drop some mushrooms there, mate? Yeah. Me and Eddie Malarkey were driving down. Eddie was driving down in this banana-coloured car. It's very funny. Eddie's a good bloke. Runs the Crack Den with Damo Clark. So we were trying to radio. We were trying to listen to some radio, FM radio, and it's so bad. FM radio, like, hello, this is Today FM. Okay, what's your favorite coffee? Text in 105210. Like, fuck off. And now we're going to play Bruce Hornsby or whatever the fuck they listen to. But then I went to AM. And there was a GAA match, and it's still the exact same. They commentated the exact same. They're compensating for a complete lack of excitement, but putting this voice on. Bruce Springsteen. They are the Bruce Springsteens of sports commentary. When Bruce Springsteen says, and I walked down the street and my shoelace came undone, and the cornflakes box was ruffled feathers, and that, and baby, I was born to run. Baby, I was born to run, and Bruce Springsteen came to RDS, and he had a great. But like, you know what I mean? But this sports commentary, fucking hell, it's torture. And there's Paddy Murphy now, and he's just passed the slither to Johnny for a fucking whatever, and he's just eating a ham sandwich, and Paddy's just fucking, you know what I mean?
Don't you call it passion?
No.
Yeah, but you can spend 2 hours in pickets looking through silk scarves, so swings and roundabouts.
But like,
I think the commentator who is passionate just brings something to the match.
but it's that type of voice, yeah. But it's that type, listen to that type of voice. Oh Jesus! And I'm going to do a gig now in Tuam, and I'm on stage now, and I'm talking to you people, and I'm going to tell a joke, and whatever. Anyway, it's just, to me, when I listen to that, I just think it just makes me think of uncooked rashers. It's just like and you know, and dripping and bread, bad bread made with hate, and all that kind of stuff, and condensation on the insides of windows.
That was
and
like
your cousins calling over with big heads, and they're all overheating because they've been in the car too long. And there's smell of cheese and onion crisps. And then Paddy Murphy now has just passed the fucking ball to Johnny O'Shea, who's got big fucking meat heads and his big Denny arse and his big fat legs crawling up the fucking... he'll be a guard now if he's lucky, and he'll buy a few houses and move to Dublin and drive round in a Mercedes and have a big bunch of keys hanging from his hips. Who gives a fuck? And his wife is half dead.
I just have a question about Irish soccer.
Whatever
Gaelic
it is.
Soccer.
Yeah, it's really a martial art disguised as football.
I just wonder, why do they just hold the ball? In a normal soccer, they would just
because it's a different sport.
I know it's a different sport, but does it make sense?
Because they kick
it's
it.
Like
They kick it.
Because
it's a mixture. It's a mixture of football, basketball, rugby. So the rules of Gaelic football, Pell, is every 4 steps you have to kick it up to yourself, and then after that you can bounce it. You can kick it up to yourselves.
No, that's not true. What happens was they went over to Brazil and they were playing football, and they kept on beating the Irish were beaten all the time, and they said, "Just that's too fucking hard. Pick that fucking ball up, run with the fucking ball." Like that, because I couldn't. Fuck this! Pass the fucking ball. Fucking hold the fucking thing. Fuck off. And so and really, that's how Gaelic football was born. No, sorry, Jack, you were correct. What were you saying?
Well, I was gonna get to the Brazil part, but you got there in the end. So
Yeah. No, but it is a totally different sport. It's like a mixture of... No, but I mean, it is... They're amazing with their fucking hurling sticks and all that shit.
There's
Gaelic
no
football.
sticks.
Gaelic football is class. Like, it's a brilliant
Gaelic
sport.
football doesn't have sticks.
But what is funny is that
Hurling.
they have to be...
Hurling, yeah.
It's funny, they have to be really modest. They have to be really modest. You know, when they come out... hey, Paddy Joe, you scored like 15 goals there. Really well done. Well, look.
That's what we have to do.
But I mean, sure, look at... Sure, I mean, without the groundskeeper, should there be no pitch? Do you know what I mean? Like, with my mother, I wouldn't be here. So, I mean, was it really me at all? I had nothing to do with it. I mean, if I hadn't,
That's my mother.
if I hadn't got clothes, like I'd be running around naked, I would have been arrested. So, I mean, it was a team effort, and there's no I before you and C before fuck me. And I heard actually, I heard a fucking Adam Sandler interviewing Colin Farrell. And I'll put up the clip actually later. This guy, Colin Farrell, good actor and everything, but Jesus, he was trying to be all humble, and it just came off like he comes off like, well, I've just never felt like I've ever really arrived or something.
There's no arriving. There's no landing where you think, finally you're getting what you deserve.
And you're going, mate, you got a fucking house. You've fucking arrived. You own a house, Colin Farrell. Probably in Hollywood.
Oscar?
Who gives a shit? He's rich. He's got money. He's arrived where? And then he's going on. There's no such thing as. Oh, then he's going on about. My biggest problem is that I just can't do apathy.
But of all the things that are beyond my control in life, the many things for my inability to arrive at apathy, for that to be something that's out of my control, I'm okay with.
And then he's like going on about fucking what did he say? Oh yeah, there's no such thing. I don't play leads.
That's why we're all supporting actors, really.
Yeah, really.
There's no lead. As a lead or the biggest part in a film or whatever, you're still a supporting actor.
He's played lead roles all his fucking life. But I gently wanted to bash him over the head with a banana baseball bat. Okay, guys, and how long have we been broadcasting?
46 minutes.
Maybe that's time to wrap up.
Yeah.
Any closing statements?
Well, okay. Do we have any open the cage?
Open the cage.
Okay, Jack. Or Daniel? Jack? Wait. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Open the Cage. My son Daniel shares important trivia about Nicolas Cage.
So I believe Hannah and Jack, you've watched The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Finally,
Yes, and we laughed.
you loved it.
Yeah, we loved it. I loved it.
What was your?
Oh, that's pretty. That's a pretty good recommendation from Hannah, because you're quite critical in of films.
Yeah, but it's quite enjoyable. It's quite funny. It's quite real. Nicolas Cage is himself, and he's on the verge of being really ridiculous. The only thing I must say, I didn't like the ending because it was too predictable and very Hollywood-like.
Yeah, but that's what they were going for.
That was
I
the
know,
point,
but
yeah.
it was too much. I would just prefer not to have it because.
But everyone had to see that Nicolas Cage made it out in the end. You know that
yeah,
everything
but
was
we
all
would
right.
know.
Oh
that
yeah,
he did.
because it's a
We don't. We you know.
because it has to be a Hollywood ending.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
of course. Yeah.
I know, but it was too much. We knew that it's gonna happen.
I have to say, after watching that, people always say Nicolas Cage is crazy, but I actually think he's probably one of the more sane actors, in Hollywood.
Because he kind of
self-aware. He knows himself.
He knows himself, and he knows that he's ridiculed
Over the
or
top.
over the
Yeah,
top,
yeah,
but he
yeah,
just
yeah.
kind of embraces it and isn't apologetic
Yeah,
about it.
yeah.
Doesn't try to
The only
present
thing,
himself in a way that he's not. But then, who is he? I don't know. He has a snake. Does he have a snake? Does he carry around snakes with him?
I don't know, but unfortunately, the only thing I would say that he's got a hair transplant. His hair is dyed. His eyebrows.
I dyed
are
my
trimmed.
beard.
Yeah, but his eyebrows are trimmed and the beard, and he looks a lot like what that impresario Liza Minnelli
Meryl
husband.
Streep.
Liza Minnelli husband, David.
David Brent. David Geffen. David Kitt. David.
No.
David.
Ge-
David. Yeah, I know the guy you're talking about.
What's his name?
Doesn't matter. Hey, Jack. Anything for Conspiracy Corner?
Liza Minnelli has had 4 husbands. David Guest, Mark
David Guest.
Gero.
That's it.
But Daniel didn't finish his
Oh,
trivia.
Sorry.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, well, in the movie, Pedro Pascal's character and Nicolas Cage, they actually go over a list of what the best movies of all time were, and well, I think one of them was Face Off, was it?
Yes,
And
the third one or fourth.
yeah, it was one of them was Face Off. I can't remember the other one, but then they mentioned that Paddington 2 was actually one of the best films of all time, and it made Pedro Pascal's character want to be a better man, like after he finished watching it.
Have you seen Paddington 2?
Yeah, and then I had to watch Paddington 2 to make sure.
And what was it good?
Well, I mean, at the very ending, kind of brings a tear to your eyes.
But was it a good film?
Yeah, it's not as good as they say it is.
But so the whole family watching Paddington 2 at the end of the movie.
Okay, spoiler alert. Okay, Jack.
But it's obvious.
It doesn't give the theme away.
No, it's just that the ending, but it's actually the ending doesn't have anything to do with.
You
the
could know the entire plot of the movie and it wouldn't make a difference.
My favorite
Yeah.
film is One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, will everyone say what their favorite film is?
Well, I don't know if that's my favorite, but I know that when I saw Brokeback Mountains,
Ha!
What? Go on.
I
What?
I cried, and I remember we were together watching it, and it was so funny because I was crying, I was bawling
Bawling your eyes
bawling my eyes out, and you were just like, "What? What?"
Yeah. Well, you know.
And I went to see it like 2 or 3
What are you going?
times.
Huh? Jack, what are you saying that for?
No, because well, you can cut this out, but the Ken Jeong, that Korean actor, but that when he was in the back of the classroom, he goes, "Ha, gay."
Anyway, Daniel, what's your favorite film?
I don't know, Ace Ventura: Pet Detective.
Yeah, that's great.
No, I don't know.
No, but I know what you mean. Anything for Conspiracy Corner, Jack?
Yeah. Well, have you ever heard about chemtrails?
Yes. Yes.
Well,
God, I hate Conspiracy Corner.
Why?
No, I mean, but that's good because it evokes a reaction, provokes a reaction.
Apparently there were
There have been chemtrails. So what are
there were none when Biden came over to Ireland and people were posting the blue
What are chemtrails, Jack?
sky.
I don't really know. It's like the the vapor at the end of the airplane.
Yeah.
Apparently,
Or chemical.
They put some chemicals in there to, I don't know, make people not be able to have babies or something.
Well, listen,
No.
my thing,
they put them in there to vote for certain.
can I just say,
political
anybody who has the ability to put chemicals in the trails of planes has worked very hard to achieve that level of control. And, what am I going to do? Like, if I wanted that control, I guess I would have worked towards it and be doing the
There
same
lies
thing.
the problem. What are you gonna do? Nothing. Then it's good.
Where did that come from?
No, it's just that if more people has that attitude of what am I gonna do? Well, then
There wouldn't be any change.
It's. I guess what I'm saying is, I don't want to do anything.
oh, okay. Well, that's okay then.
Just be careful of smacking
Yeah.
that camera down. We should put some like a soft cloth.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
They can. But I'll never forget. Was it Bill Clinton came to visit Ireland, and
What year was that?
I don't know what the fuck, whoever it was. Oh no, it was Bill, the other guy, not Bill Clinton, Barack Obama. And the way they send ahead their guys to feel out the place, and so one military grade American helicopter flew over Dublin, and it was a one of these big American goddamn helicopters.
And a few houses collapsed.
But it was a few houses collapsed. But it just the sound of it, whomp whomp whomp. I mean, this thing is huge, and it just there was they didn't do anything, but it just sent the message. Don't even think about it. You know what I mean? Hey, fuck off! Whomp whomp. The fucking size of the thing. So like it would be funny if America invaded Ireland. It really would, wouldn't it? They could really blow us up a lot. I kind of.
I think we take just 1 second.
I would like if America invaded us, and I could just sort of point them in the direction of their enemies. I'd just say, okay, Aylesbury Road, get rid of that, and just some of the bigger Dalkey, get rid of it.
Operation Rolling Donkey.
Operation Rolling Thunder. Okay.
Have you ever heard of the? I'm just curious. The radio host Art Bell.
No.
Oh no. Okay. Because he's the guy that he was a popular late night radio host, and he popularized. I'm just reading Wikipedia, and he popularized the chemtrail conspiracy in 1999. Because there was actually, just reading it now, the United States Air Force.
Yeah.
They published a 1996 report about weather modification, and following that report, the U.S. Air Force was accused of spraying the U.S. population with mysterious substances.
So it's a gas attack or something like that, but it's trying to
No.
sterilize the crew, Anyway.
Trying to sterilize? David, for your benefit?
Huh?
Sterilize what? You just said it's trying to sterilize.
It's like Ruby, you neuter her, and she, she's not as hormone, she doesn't have as many hormones, if she wasn't neutered, she'd be screaming all the time. Yeah. Do you want to be screaming, or do you want to just go?
We should get Hannah neutered.
What, are you what?
Okay, ladies and gentlemen. That's why we're not together. Thank you so much. It's great to be back, guys. We're still, it'll take us a few weeks to get back
Yeah.
into it. But we are making a commitment now that every Tuesday there will be a podcast till this exact date next year, and then we're going to assess and see how things go. But irrespective of whether it's going well, going not, we just have to stick with it, because the only way you're going to fucking achieve anything is to be consistent. And that I know that, Hannah knows that, Jack and Daniel know that, and Jesus Christ Almighty. Thank you very much, Hannah.
Thank
My
you.
princes, Jack and Daniel. God love you all. We need to put these podcasts up on Spotify and fucking whatever. Thank you so much. Fade us down, Daniel. Do the way we do it.